Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Well, this is one of those bitch videos. Um, Once again, our mail. I don't know what is up with the Postal Service here. They are complete morons. I've had where they leave a package out front. FedEx has left a package out front. It's a public sidewalk. Not supposed to do that in retail. That would be like showing up at, I don't know, say J.C. Penney's. Are they around still, by the way? I don't know. But anyways, and the store's closed, and the UPS guy goes, or the FedEx guy, or the Postal Service guy goes, or gal, says, you know what, I'm just going to leave the package right here in front of these nice big doors because they're closed. A lot of people don't understand that retail, that's a public sidewalk. That stuff can be stolen. Now, comments on my short video are, well, you know, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to come back? Yep, that's what they do. They'll leave a notice saying, we attempted, blah, blah, blah. Worst case is, they'll say you have to pick it up at the post office. Not a big deal. Post office is next door for a post office. I don't know where I would have to go for FedEx, but we could always probably tell them, like, just deliver it to a, like UPS, deliver to the UPS store or wherever. I bet you could pick it up elsewhere. You know, I guess there's lockers and stuff now for like Amazon. Amazon's really bad. They'll drop stuff at our neighbors in front of their door when they're closed on Mondays all the time. We'll actually save stuff because I'll see it out there and I'm like, what the hell, they're not open. And we'll bring it in and then we'll give it to them when they're open on Tuesday. It's crazy. It's crazy. But there's a lot of people out there with the mentality, maybe it's kids on the shorts that are like, well, what do you expect? Well, that's what they do. Maybe you should be open. Businesses are closed. Mom and pop businesses, you got to close. You got to run errands. You got to go to the bank. Like I got to go to the bank today because I got monies and a check and stuff to drop off. I got to go to the tax preparer. I got to do that. There's stuff we got to do. We don't have the luxury of having an employee, but what if the employee doesn't show up and the door's closed either way? If it's closed, you don't leave it. Well, the Postal Service did their next best thing is we had a customer send a cashier's check to buy one of our bikes. It eventually showed up. Somehow it ended up in Idaho. Postal Service for you. Then it said it was out for delivery, so we waited all day on Saturday for the delivery. So around 2 o'clock, we decided, well, let's run that tracking again. And the update was it was delivered to an individual. We've been here the whole time. No one came in. So I started going around to the other businesses that happen to be open. A lot of businesses are closed on Saturday. The ones that were open explained, and they were all like, oh, so sorry. I was like, not your fault. It's the Postal Service. They always get it wrong. And as you notice, I'm holding this up. It has signature confirmation. So where did I end up finding this? It wasn't at our neighbors. It wasn't delivered to an individual, so that they flat out lied. It was delivered to our mailbox. So then we went and checked the mailbox, and sure enough, it was in the mailbox. But the customer paid for signature confirmation. And yeah, it's not signed by me. This is with the green tab. They rip this off and they mail it back to the customer. It's filled out on the back side. I can see that in there. So this should have been delivered to us, signed by somebody here, which would have been myself or my business partner, Aaron, and then that green piece mailed to the customer so he knows we got it as proof of delivery because it's a quite large cashier's check. So from Grand Junction to Idaho for some reason, it spent time up in Idaho, and then it finally got to Denver, finally made its way down to our local post office, which is next door to us, and they still can't get it right. And all you had to do was walk in. We were here. So I'm going to go over and have a little chat with the Postmaster General because the customer paid for a service that they didn't get. I'm sure they're just going to say, sign this and we'll mail it. There, he got it because that's how they are. They're the they're kind of the worst customer service ever, you know. Oh, they're not government employees anymore. Well, they act like they are, and sadly, they don't get fired enough. They hire the bottom of the bottom, and they get paid pretty decent too. And anytime I've gone over there or we've gone over there with a little issue, they're like, "Where are you located? What? Huh? Oh, we don't know here. You'll have to talk to the branch in Colorado Springs." When we had the rent check that kept coming back to us as we're paying the property management company, and they're like, "Where's the check?" And we're sending a picture like, "Well, they say your address doesn't exist." They're like, "No, that's the right address on it." Okay, we'll mail it again. And then it came right back. I can't find address. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then finally, you know, we priority mailed it over. And it was like, Jesus Christ, you know? And when talking to them over there, we're like, we're just over here next to you. Where? Like you drive on the side of the building and where you all park, our parking lot's there. We're on that corner by the dumpster. Where? And then the guy used the excuse, "Well, I'm not from up here." You work here, you know where you park. Do you not have eyes? Can you not see that, oh, there's a strip center right next? There's Rosie's Diner. I mean, it was like all four. It's like you drive right past this stuff and you don't have a clue. I don't know who they hire for the Postal Service. I don't know who they hire for FedEx. UPS is actually pretty good. Our guy Steve, I give him props, 2 thumbs up. He knows what's going on. I tell him about this stuff, and he goes, "It's crazy. Yeah, you never leave a package if the business is closed." Once we had about 20 tires, and the company just UPS'd them to us, which we thought was kind of strange versus freight. I guess it had to be cheaper. I don't know. But he actually called my wife because my wife worked at a local place. And he called there, say, "Hey, is Mark there?" And then she called me. I said, "Yeah." And then, you know, she relayed it to him. "Yeah, he's there today," because he didn't want to load up 20 tires because that takes up his whole truck if I wasn't going to be here. See, he knows how to do things. He understands. He has a brain. FedEx is the next word. Well, UPS is the best. I would say then FedEx. But man, they get stuff wrong all the time too. Just recently, was it last week? No, 2 weeks ago, I think at this point. The FedEx guy, I'm leaving to go do an errand, and I see him pull in. So I just pull right by him. And I'm watching. He never gets out, and he leaves. Because we were expecting something. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's not that FedEx guy that's going to show up. And he leaves. I get back, I check email. It says, the email was, "We tried to attempt a delivery and the address isn't," what are you talking about that? So I had to call him and I had to be like, "Hey, look, I watched the guy not even pull in, never get out, never go check, see if we're open, whatever, if the address is real, and then just left." That's how lazy some people are. And then they don't think they'll get caught doing it or called out on doing it. Well, so yeah, I'm going over to let them know that whoever they had that delivered this on Saturday is a complete fucking moron. We were open. Maybe he assumed we were closed, but still, it's signature confirmation. Why would you even... You didn't want to spend the extra few seconds to walk over. It's really bad because we're neighbors, you know? You would think you would like treat us a little bit better. It's not like you had to go really far to get to this location. So you could have come in the corner and said, "Hey, there you guys are. And somebody sign this, here you go." And then we'll send this back to the customer so he knows we got his large cashier's check. That's what scared us, because it's a large cashier's check for, you know, a lot of money. Thousands upon thousands. So we don't want it lost. Customer wouldn't want it lost and be worried about it and have to put a can't stop payment on and blah, 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 and then resend it, and then that's going to delay everything. Man, I just don't get it. I don't understand what is wrong with the Postal Service and FedEx. Some of the craziest shit. I've never seen that shit done anywhere else. But they do it here. I've had the worst experiences at our Postal Service branch here in Monument, Colorado. They are absolutely 100% the worst. They're not helpful. They get things wrong a lot. I had a package gone missing from my house because I live in Monument. It showed up in front of my garage because they knew, well, I said I had cameras. So instead of like trying to figure, they thought they'd be on camera if they come to the front door. So it was like left in front of the garage. They probably thought we had a Ring doorbell or something. Actually, I still need to I want to install perimeter cameras at the house. We don't live in a bad area, just for shit like this. So I can be like, nope, here's your guide. That day, security tapes say nada. You delivered it to the wrong place. And then you had to go find it. And then you were scared to leave it at the front door because you thought there was cameras, so you left it at the front of the garage. Fucking joke. These people are a joke. They shouldn't make what they make. And really, we need to let free market dictate whether Postal Service stays in business or not. It's about time we get rid of letter mail because don't really need it. If you need something set, signature, confirmation, blah, 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 UPS, FedEx handles that too. I don't need junk mail. It shows you they still make quite a bit of money on junk mail that they can stay in business because that's where they make most of their money for the Postal Service. So anyways, just a bitch video. Hopefully you all take care, stay well, stay safe, and hopefully your Postal Service branch is much better than ours. Have a good one. Bye.